Frag out! Frag out!
Hello, what's happening? Matt, aka Lethal Frag here. Got a little domination on firing range. Had a really great game here. It's kind of out of the blue. Started well, ended well. Everything was good. Ended up going 45-7 with 2 captures and 14 defends. Next person on my team had 2 defends. It wasn't because they weren't playing good domination. It was just that I kept spawning in the right place, and everything was good in this game. That being said, the people we were playing against weren't that great. I didn't take too much pride in this one, but it was a fun game nonetheless. We're covering a few different subjects here. We're going to not talk so much about the gameplay. I think it kind of speaks for itself. First things first, if you missed it, I am sponsoring Dutchy DC as a commentator on my website, lethalfrag.com, as a search and destroy expert. This guy produces some great content. Really happy to have him on the team. You can find him on YouTube at youtube.com/DutchyDC. That's DUTCHYDC. So, I just want to talk about a few things here. I want to get into Battlefield 3 Modern Warfare 3. We got a lot of stuff coming this November. I know it's 6 months away, but I think there's already some huge buzz about this year. It's going to be a huge year for games, and especially for first-person shooter players. You know, I'm really excited for both titles. I have a feeling I'll be a Modern Warfare 3 player. I haven't really seen my player, and this really pisses me off when game companies do this. I don't understand why they release videos with campaign footage, and they expect us all to get really pumped about it when they haven't shown any multiplayer. Don't they know that 99% of the game time gets spent online? This is where the players grind the game. This is where they buy the new content. This is where they do everything. So why wouldn't you release multiplayer footage first? When is somebody going to step up and actually do this and show us multiplayer footage before they show us the campaign? I've only beaten the campaign on Black Ops. That's the only first-person shooter I actually physically beat the campaign on, and I have like a year played in first-person shooters combined. I mean, it's all online play, and that's where all the hardcore people at that love your game. So why don't you hook them up with some multiplayer game footage and some info on that instead of showing us this great graphics campaign mode? I mean, who cares? Now, I'm not saying I won't play the campaign or give it a shot, but really, guys, I mean, really? You know where your players are at. How long has this Black Ops been out? It's been out forever. It's been out a little over a half year now, and nobody is buying this game to play the campaign. They're playing to, you know, hop online, get with their friends. You're making all your money off the map pack. You're making your money off the map packs. You're making your money off the multiplayer, not on the single player. I know it looks great for a trailer, but if you just took the time to make a nice multiplayer trailer for us guys first, we'd be stoked. And I'll stop ranting about that. I just really hope somebody pulls that out sometime. Other interesting news that I saw on Twitter, I got this from one of my followers. They asked me to talk about this on the commentary. I thought it was really interesting. I went and looked it up on Google and whatnot. I don't really follow gaming news that much just because I like to just, you know, see it as it comes. Obviously, I'm looking into Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, but as far as other gaming news goes, I'm not really avid at following it. I just like to play games. So, Microsoft is trying to make Kinect games for serious gamers. Now, this sounds like a really cool concept, but I see some problems with this. And the main problem I see is, you know, video games are a way to veg out. I mean, I don't want to come home from work and then exercise on the Kinect to go get my gaming time in. I'm not saying I won't play Kinect. I really do like the Kinect. I think it's a great piece of technology. It's really fun. I play it with my stepson all the time. You know, we get exhausted playing it. But I can just not see myself coming home after a hard day of work and being like, yeah, I want to play 4 hours on the Kinect right now. Let's do this. I want to sit down and hit the sticks and veg out. And I think that's how a lot of people feel. So I'm not really sure how the draw of this will go. Obviously, it's going to depend on how they execute the gameplay, but you know, video games for me are a relaxing thing. Maybe too much sometimes, but I mean, I want to sit down and zone out for a while. I don't want to be jumping at the screen and punching and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But hey, maybe that's just me. I don't know. Now, if this gameplay looks familiar, it's because this is one of the games that I used in my Supernova montage. I had 2 really good domination on firing range back to back, and I took most of the footage for it from there, and this was one of those games. So getting back to Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, I got a really interesting response to one of my questions I sent out. And the question I sent out is, which one are you more excited for, Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3? Which do you think is going to be better? And of course we have lots of people saying, oh, Modern Warfare 3 all the way, I'm a Call of Duty fan. And then you have people that are really excited for Battlefield. You know, I can respect both opinions, but then I had one guy that gave me the best answer ever. He said, let's just put it this way. I hope that both titles are the best game of their series. I think that's a really good answer. I don't really expect Battlefield to kill Call of Duty here, but I'd like to see them produce out a good game. I know it's winning all sorts of awards and stuff, but once again they haven't shown any multiplayer footage, which is what makes or breaks any first-person shooter game. That is where it's at. It's on the online play. So if they can pull out a great multiplayer experience, they might have a chance at hurting Call of Duty. They ain't going to kill it this year, that's for sure. I think we all know what's going to sell more copies, and that is Modern Warfare 3. Now, if they do put out an amazing game, they might put a dent in their sales, and then they'll have some real competition when the next Call of Duty comes out. But you have to look at it this way. After Modern Warfare 3, you know they're going to come out with a new gaming engine. And that's where the real battle begins. I think we all love Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 is my favorite first-person shooter of all time. It is a great game. Great game. Modern Warfare 2 was also awesome, besides all the glitches and stuff, the infinite care packages, and all that nonsense that went on. Still a really great game, and I think Black Ops players are ready to get back to that feel. You know, Black Ops is a really great game. I played the hell out of it. It's a lot of fun. But on that same note, it didn't really meet my expectations for the online multiplayer. The hit detection is a little bit off. Still fun. I didn't think the release maps were all that great. I didn't think First Strike was all that great. I think Escalation put out some really good maps. But, you know, the launch maps weren't that great. Speaking of launch maps, I hate the map Launch. Horribly linear map. So yeah, I think we're all really excited looking into the future here. This is going to be a huge year. I'm taking 2 weeks off of work for Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to be posting map breakdowns for every map, spawn theory, new frag grenades. I'm going to step away from the frags a little bit when the game first comes out, because as you guys know, I cannot stand putting out content that I do not believe is top-notch. I won't put out frag grenades that do not work. Which means putting a lot of time and effort and going through the theater to make sure that they're working frags, and they will continue to work after I post them. So we're going to focus a little more on map breakdowns and spawn theory coming into Modern Warfare 3, and I'll be covering the subject much more closely several months down the road when there's a lot more information out. Hopefully there's game footage or some trailers on that. I don't know what's going on in this game. I mean, I usually play pretty well on firing range. It's one of my better domination maps, but everything was going my way this game, and I love when it happens. And I will point out, once again, I am not host of this game. I really try not to post commentaries where I am host, because, you know, it just looks bad. In fact, it looks really bad. Well, that's about all I got. Frag out.